Hi, my friends. This will likely be a fairly quick video by my standards. And I should warn anyone who is on, a deck buying ban or anything and who does not want to be seduced, particularly if you like Marseille-style decks, probably turn this one off. This is, people always ask what's on your wish list. This deck has been at the top of my wish list for a very long time. It is not easy to find in the United States except on eBay, and it is not cheap, and I did not get a deal on it. I did get talked into it by someone who said, look, if you want this deck, get it when you can get it. It's never going to be less expensive. I paid the same price for it 5 years ago when it was easier to get. And, I said, what the hell? So this is the... I won't even say much about it, but this was money. This was an investment in tarot that is unlike anything I have made before. But I think it's beautiful, and I have longed for it, and it's here. It just arrived. So I'm going to show you, unveil the Grand Tarot Belline. So it just arrived. It came obviously in a package. This was wrapped. The deck was not in order, so I put it in order. So it's not my first look, but it's my first opportunity to see it and show it. So it came, and it comes in this box. It was beautifully, they call it lacquered. This is a cardboard box. It's not, when you think of lacquer, you think of like a wood with lacquer. Like, this is lacquer-ish. But, and it was a little surprising, right? Because it sort of looks like wood in the pictures, but, and this is not inexpensive. But it sort of comes in this. It's really beautiful for a box. It comes with a guidebook, but it's all in French. And then there are the cards. And we're going to look at the cards now. So let's zoom in. This is really super exciting for me to see, because I really have wanted this deck for a long time. So here are the backs. It's large. Just to give you a comparison, it's about the same width as the Japaritsa, but much taller. And here they are. So there's not a whole lot to say about it, other than to look at it. So it's all in French. There's text on every card, which I may try to translate. But there's keywords, and there's the titles and text. And there's something about this deck that this whole sort of picture was so beautiful to me that I couldn't wait to see it in person. So here's the Fool, or Le Crocodile in this deck. Here's the Magician. There's the Popes, La Science is the keyword on that card. Here's the Empress, Isis in this deck. Here's the Emperor, or the King of Cubes, it looks like. La Pierre de Cubique. This would be the Pope. Le Maître des Arcanes is the title, which is interesting. Sounds like the Master of Secrets, so to speak. Here's the Lovers. Here is the Chariot, or the Car of Osiris. This is the Justice. Here's the Hermit. The Wheel, or Le Sphinx. La Force. This is the Hanged Man, or La Sacrifice, the Sacrifice. Death, which is called Transformation, La Transformation. My terrible French. I took French for a couple years in high school, and my grandparents grew up speaking French because they are French Canadian, but I know very little. Temperance, the Two Urns, it says. Here's the Devil, or Typhon. So it's very traditional Marseille images, but just the beauty of it and the sort of like magical feel of it is kind of great. It's not kind of great, it's really great. Here's the star of the mages. The moon, le crépuscule. I love the word crepuscular. Here's the sun. Here is judgment. And then the moon, the world. And then we get into the courts, to the pips. Now the pips are pips, but they are organized a bit more like some of the, I think, like the Picard decks or whatever. There's a different structure. These aren't Marseille pips, even though they look like it. So here's the Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So there's shape to them. They do remind me of sort of the if you look on YouTube for Kelly's Picard decks video, you'll see there's some they're not really the same. There's also some connections to Atea's deck, which I still don't have, which I'm trying to find a copy of. And I did when I backed the I can't remember the new Lo Scarabeo special edition. I can't remember which one it is. I can't remember the word. Whatever. I did back a version that had a copy of the Atea with it, so at some point maybe I'll do a comparison. So here's the page of wands, the knight, the queen, and the king. Ace of cups, 2 of cups, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, page, knight, queen, and king, la maître de la coupe. And then we get into swords. 1, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we get the this is the king. I have to put them in the wrong order. The page, the queen, and the whoops. That's the knight. This is the king. This is the page, and this is the queen. And then finally the coins. So the ace, the deuce, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the courts, the page, the knight, the queen, the king, and then here is a little card all in French, which I imagine explores the deck a bit. So, really excited. It's gilded, it's gorgeous. Cardstock is, it's traditional cardstock. It's nothing exceptional, but it's not bad. I don't know that there's a way I could riffle shuffle this. I think it's thin enough, but I don't, normally with a deck this long, I would corner shuffle it, but I feel like because the corners are not rounded, that would damage the deck, and I do not want to damage a deck this expensivo any more than, comes from natural wear and tear, which I do not mind. natural wear and tear on decks, especially one that has this sort of antique look to it. But there's no replacing this one, basically. You know, if I damage a card, it's gone, and then this is worthless. Except as, I don't know, bookmarks. So we will try to, I'm generally very rough with my cards, but these we will try to be gentle with as much as we can, because I always, you know, I don't buy decks I don't want to use. So I didn't buy this to have up on a shelf. I bought it to have out and in use. Just to give it a little... See, I said I wasn't going to do that, but I did it. Breaking my own rules. All right. Let's see. Can we fit 9 cards up in here? Maybe. Yeah, just about. So again, this is sort of my favorite. Let me zoom out a little bit more. Move the tripod back. Yes, so you can see the whole thing. So yeah, this is my favorite spread to do with Marseille, or really with any deck. So I'm glad that I can just exactly fit 9 cards out. And, you know, I've done many videos about this, so you can go and look, but I usually read the middle for the theme. And so this would be the King of Swords. So this would be about someone mastering a particular skill. I would partner it with the top left, and that's the 10 of Scepters or the 10 of Wands. Sorry, I said this was Swords, this is Wands. So I definitely get someone at the peak of their powers. And then I would read the rows and read the columns and just sort of get the answer overall. But I have plenty of demo videos on that, and I want to keep this one relatively short for me. Yeah, we're only at about 12 minutes now, which is like unheard of. So this is a longed for deck that has been at the top of my list for a long time, and just decided it was never going to get cheaper, and if I wanted it, I should get it while I could. So this was my holiday New Year's gift to myself. This is the Grand Tarot Belline. I can't even tell you the publisher. I got it on eBay, you know, it's not it's not a reasonable amount of money, but I did it anyway. And I'm really happy that it's here. And it actually was supposed to show up much later in the month, so I'm super excited that it's in front of me now. Yay! So happy New Year, and again, I hope this was fun. Be good.